Hello. It's been a minute. I did a lot of things today that I need to update you on. I started the day, well also, let's back up. This whole obsession began, well, we don't need to go that far back. I would say this hyperfixation specifically began when I got back from vacation. I went to the beach for a week, like around Memorial Day. I read like 4 or 5 books, which was like the most I've read on a vacation yet. So I was really excited and proud. And I'm just really in my reading zone right now. I am always reading a book, but I am just flying through books right now. I really find that summer, I know some people say they slow down in the summer, but like honestly, something about the energy from the summer and like the sun gives me energy, and it gives me mental energy to want to like read and be productive. Not productive, but just like accomplish something. So read a book instead of like scrolling on my phone. All that to say, June has just been like a star-studded month for me for reading, and I'm really into it. So, and I've really been into it all year. Anyways, all this to say, my boyfriend and I, we both have Kindles, but we both also love having like a collection of books in a library, and we want to start building that. We find ourselves using the Kindles a lot, but we still love having our shelf. So let me show you our shelf that we have currently. Also, we have a lot to catch up on, so let me show you our shelf that we currently have. So our shelf is not all the way full, but it's getting overrun. So here's what she looks like now. That's the view, the full view of the bookshelf as it is now. As you can see, we're starting to have some overflow. We're losing space, and we want to buy more books, and we need somewhere to put them. So I went to IKEA today and got bookshelves. I was on one today. I was like, I want bookshelves, I want a library, I don't care that I'm in an apartment, that shouldn't hold me back. Why not now? Why delay happiness? And also, I feel like the office room in our apartment, so our apartment's a 2-bed, 2-bath, I've just not liked its vibes. The feng shui in there has just been off. We've rearranged it once already since moving in because I didn't end up liking the way that we arranged it when we initially moved, and now it's a lot better. And today I also like moved some of the hanging artwork, and I feel like that made it a lot better too. So we fixed that today, and that helped a ton. I'll show you the office in just a minute. Anyways, let's do a quick tour of our bookshelf. So this is Anders, that's my boyfriend. This is his classics shelf. He is much more scholarly when it comes to feeling motivated about reading the classics. I would not say that this is a never for me, it's just a not right now for me. So I'm glad that we have them, of course, but I've read All Light We Cannot See and The Handmaid's Tale. I'm pretty sure those are the only 2 from here, but anyway. Then this shelf has been like the decorative shelf. I think it's fun to kind of alternate decorative books, because I just have a lot of like little knickknacks and things. Okay, these 2 books I just read like this week, obsessed. And this is like more of my girly pop shelf. And then this one is like hardbacks and other random books. And then the bottom one is more like nonfiction. And then there's like puzzles and games and stuff stacked behind. So it just really has turned into quite the shelf. And I need to think about what I want to keep on this one versus what I want to move to the new ones. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So let me show you the office. So here is the office. What do you guys think? We've got a little cozy couch, a little side table with some desk kind of storage next to the couch. Here's my desk, and we have a window, and then Miss Peace Lily, and then this whole wall is just blank. So this is where the bookshelves, the aforementioned shelves that I got today. Okay, can we focus? I think this location on this wall is gonna be perfect because this room is really not that big. And I wanted to put a dresser here initially when we first moved in, but it really just kind of like blocked off the entry to the room too much, if that makes sense. So when you walk in, there's got a big protruding dresser right here, and it just kind of, I don't know, made the room seem a lot smaller. And so the extra dresser that we have sits out in our living room, which has worked out beautifully, and I really don't want to move it. For one, it's extremely heavy, but also I just think it's a beautiful piece of furniture, and I like having it out here for extra storage. And it also just, like, the depth of it really works with like lining up with the Peloton and kind of making this little walkway behind our sofa. That is like a slight apartment tour, but also just explaining what's going on. I wanted to kind of show you the before of the office because my TaskRabbit is going to be here somewhat soon to help put together all of the shelves that I bought today. It's definitely gonna be way too many shelves considering we don't have a ton of books, but we'll continue to fill them out and that'll be the fun challenge of it. So these are the 3 IKEA shelves that I got today. And can we just all take a moment that I loaded these into my car and brought them up here? It did take 3 trips, 1 for each, but like, come on. I'll probably not vlog while the TaskRabbit's here just because I don't want to shove a camera in my lovely helper man's face, but I will keep you posted. Hi guys, it's the next day. My TaskRabbit, I actually never done TaskRabbit before. He was so nice, like so friendly, professional. The TaskRabbit actually was able to get here at like, I think 7:30, and then he left maybe at like 9 or 9:30. So it really didn't take him too long. Let's do a grand reveal. Here they are. They look so good. I'm trying to like back up enough to where you can see kind of the whole vision in the room, but they just look so awesome. And then also I would say like with the floor, I feel like it's such a nice depth, like you can really still get into the room and I don't feel like it makes the room feel smaller. It honestly just makes the room feel a lot more like cozy and like homey. I know the shelves are literally empty right now and I probably sound crazy, but I'm just really excited about them. So we have a lot going on. I ordered, so you need to order these little, I didn't realize this, but these little kind of like bracket things, not brackets, I don't know what you call them, to basically kind of like connect all the shelves and have them sit more flush so that there's not this like gap between the shelves, so that then it'll sit more like that instead of like that. So that is next on the step of things to do. And then also they are still not bolted to the wall, so you can just completely pull them out. And that is not very safe. Up here at the top, I'm holding the camera so high, there are brackets, so we're gonna need to screw those into the wall and like bolt them in so that the shelves are secure. So those are the last 2 steps until we can really like fill the bookshelves. I don't want to just like put a bunch of stuff on them and start decorating them and then have to take it all back off. So I think it'll be like a nice little reward once we get that done, and it'll be more motivating to actually do it because I don't want to put all the books on and then be like, it's probably fine, and then have the bookshelf fall on me. So anyways, the office is just so much more cozy now. I'm so happy. Literally the bookshelves are empty and you guys were like, Lottie, get a grip. Ugh, the vision is here. Like I can't wait. I will check in with you guys when we have some more bookish updates. It may be a few days until we're able to kind of secure the shelves and bolt them to the wall, because we're going out of town this weekend for Father's Day, but hopefully by next week we'll have it all done. Hi everyone, the last time I talked to you was Wednesday, I think. We had Father's Day weekend over the weekend and I was traveling and we just hadn't had a chance to finish the bookshelves, but my boyfriend Anders, his dad, came and helped yesterday on Father's Day, which was so nice. But they are totally ready. So we like clamped these and then put these little things in either side, so now they're all secured together. So it's like one unit and there's not so much of a gap here. Here's the full look of the shelves. And then also at the top there, they are now screwed into the wall. So pull on them, they're not coming off the wall. So it is now safe for us to put books on the bookshelf and I'm so excited. So I have a few books here that I want to start putting on the shelves, but I'm sure it'll take a few weeks for us to get ourselves organized of like what books we want to put on the shelf in here versus the shelf in our living room. So I'm gonna start putting some books on them. Okay, update. I brought in a few more books and things from the bookshelf in our living room. I put some bookmarks in this mason jar. I put some of my little pouches from Pages to Shop on display. I think they look really cute on the more decorative shelves. I found my stickers, so I filled this with more of those. I brought this little tray in, a few other decor. These are puzzles These are like coffee table books, nonfiction, but like self-help kind of nonfiction. This is like my TBR shelf. So we're getting somewhere. It's looking cute, right? I'm excited. Today I am reading on my Kindle. I really wanted to read the Chestnut Springs series, and it's all on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm reading the first one in the Chestnut Springs series. It's called Flawless on my Kindle. And then if I really love those books, I'll probably get the physical copies just because I love to have physical copies of like my 5-star series. But I thought like no need to go ahead and like buy it if I don't even know if I'm gonna like it, considering it's free on Kindle Unlimited. So that is my current read of the day. Okay, checking back in. I finished up work about an hour ago and I have been reading, and I just finished Elsie Silver's Flawless, which was the first book in the Chestnut Springs series. It was really good. I was flying through it. I feel like I've been struggling to separate like books that are really fast reads for me from like my rating of the book, because when I first started reading, also let's back up, when I got back into reading for fun, which really for me was like January of 2022 anyways, but when I first got back into reading, I feel like any book that like really captured my attention and read it in like a day or two, I was like, oh well, 5 stars. Like it was so good because I read it so fast. And I'm trying to be better about thinking through my review more holistically, apart from just did I fly through this book and was I completely enamored with the story, and more so about like how were the characters developed, how was the writing. So anyway, Flawless by Elsie Silver, definitely like simpler writing but still good, like solid good. And then they were way spicier than I expected, I'm going to just say. But I ended up giving it 3.5 stars. Like I said, really love the book and would recommend it if you just need like an easy kind of like cowboy romance read. I just think in terms of like all my romance books, it just wasn't quite a 4 for me. So I'm excited to see how I'm going to like the other ones in the series. I'm gonna take a break from them for just a minute, read something else, and then I might come right back to them. I just wanted to kind of break it up though. So yeah, I downloaded Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth onto my Kindle next. This is on Kindle Unlimited too, so I feel like I'm trying to kind of save my money on Kindle books to go towards physical books because I really want to get some more for my bookshelf. So I'm having fun exploring Kindle Unlimited and what's on there. That is my reading update for today. I just have really been loving reading as a hobby this year, more so than 2022 and 2023. I feel like in 2022, when I first got back into reading, I had probably like 5 books on my physical TBR, and I told myself if I got through all of them in a certain amount of time that I could get a Kindle, because it would prove to myself that reading was a hobby I was going to continue with. But then once I got my Kindle, I kind of just switched to everything on the Kindle, because when I was in my 1-bedroom apartment, I just didn't have that much storage for books. And so I didn't want to prioritize buying physical books, and I was like, well, it's just easy to just read them on my Kindle. But as reading is growing as a hobby of mine, I really do want to like collect my favorite books and have a lovely library and collection, and just continue to grow that love and hobby, be able to display my favorite books and be able to share them with loved ones and things like that. So I know it might seem a little bit silly or frivolous to like go back and repurchase books that I've already read, but I think if they're ones that I really loved, it's gonna be worthwhile. I'm just trying to space out so I don't buy them all at once, because there's no need to do that, but I'm just so like impatient to want to have them and like fill out my bookshelf now. Hello and good morning everyone. I wanted to show you my outfit today. I am wearing my Daisy Jones shirt. I got this on Amazon from the Daisy Jones shop when the TV series came out last year. I just thought it was fun and I wanted to get it. So yeah, there's that. And then the back has like tour dates, or not tour dates, but just like tour locations. And then I'm just wearing my Lululemon black skirt. I started Darling Girls last night and it is so good. I am hooked. My Amazon package just came, so I found 3 of my favorite books on Amazon. Okay, this is like where I'm struggling. I feel like all of the Amazon paperbacks are like $9 to $12, but like the local bookstore, the prices, I even looked online at like my local bookstore prices, are between $18 and $30, but on Amazon it's like everything's like $10 or $12. So let me know if you have any suggestions for where I can get discount books. I know there's thriftbooks.com, I think. All that to say, I ordered 3 books on Amazon that were really well priced, and I just wanted to have them as part of the collection, and I'm trying to just space out my purchases so I'm not buying like 10, 20 books at a time. So I thought I'd go grab those and show them to you. Okay, successful trip to the mailroom. So let's open these together. First book is Lisa Jewell, None of This Is True. I got this in the hardback. This was one of my 5-star reads from this year. So I also read First Lie Wins this year, and that one just, it wasn't this one, you know what I mean? Like, I was still thinking about her. So she is her. But like I said, I'm reading Darling Girls right now and I'm loving it. It's giving her, you know what I mean? Like that thriller. So anyways, really excited for that one. And I just felt like my thriller shelf needed some love. All we have on there right now is Verity and The Maidens. And because I loaned out Silent Patient, we're building out the thriller / mystery shelf slowly but surely. And the other 2 I got are romances. You could have guessed it. So I got Love and Other Words. I just feel like this is a staple. This is kind of like the blueprint. This one's just such a classic. I love Macy and Elliot in this book. I read this in like January of 2023, so over a year ago, but I still think about it. And the last book I got in this little book haul is The 7-Year Slip. I read this one March or April, I can't quite remember, sometime this spring, and I really loved it. I kind of wish I'd read it in the fall because it has a little bit of magical realism in it. I feel like the cover just kind of is giving fall with the pumpkin color, but I loved this one. I'm excited to read Ashley Poston's new novel that's coming out this summer. This one just really struck for me. It was like a 4.5 and I really loved it. So excited to have this one too. So that is my little Amazon haul. Let's put these books on the shelf. I just finished shopping at Barnes, so I'm excited to show you what I got. I'm gonna show you when I get home just because I want to go home. It's time to go home and read more Darling Girls and show you the books that I got. So I wanted to show you what I picked up. The bag is cute. It says so many books. Okay, I got 5 books at Barnes & Noble. We're gonna start with my least exciting book, in my opinion. Sorry, Anders. I got this one for Anders. It's one of his favorites. It is just the original Jurassic Park. Honestly, this book is so small. Like, my hand is basically the size of it. I sent Anders a picture of it. He usually has to work late most nights, like at least till 8. I just went ahead and got this one for him because he really wanted this for our bookshelves and he wanted a physical copy. So I got this for Anders. I got 2 books that are standout reads that I just had to have, and then 2 books that I really want to read that are on my TBR. So the first one is The Summer of Broken Rules. I got this actually on Kindle Unlimited last year, so I really didn't pay anything for it, so I feel also less bad about buying the physical copy. But this was just a strong like 4.5 star romance for me. It's a young adult romance. It was in the YA section. This one was $11, and so I was like, okay, we're getting her. This is a great summer read if you're looking for one, or if you have Kindle Unlimited, a great one to download onto your Kindle. And the other book that I have already read that I picked up is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I flew through this book in like 2 or 3 days. It's like 500 pages, and so I was not expecting to fly through it so quickly, but it is so good. I just absolutely devoured it. The chapters are pretty short, which is definitely helpful, and then the chapters switch POVs between the characters. They alternate, and I'm so excited because the sequel comes out July 2nd. Let's look up what the sequel's called because I literally keep forgetting. And the second book in the series is called Reckless. I don't know why I thought it was called Reckless. Like, if you had asked me and I had to give you an answer, I probably would have said Reckless. But it's starting to get confusing with the Chestnut Spring series because I'm pretty sure there's a Powerless and a Reckless in the Chestnut Spring series. Yes, there is a Reckless and a Powerless. Chestnut Springs 3 and 4. So it's getting a little confusing, honestly. I also read Powerful, which is the Powerless novella that is like book 1.5. And it's one of the characters in the book, her best friend's POV, like during this timeline. So I didn't get that one just because it's like a little novella and it was fine, but like I didn't need it. This is gonna be a trilogy, so I just really eventually wanna have the trilogy. So anyway, I'm curious what the third and final book in the trilogy will be called, because I swear if it's like Heartless or something the same as Chestnut Springs again, I'm gonna lose it. But anyways, I'm so excited to have this and it just feels good to have it in my hands. Okay, and then the 2 books that I picked up that I have not yet read that I'm really excited for are the new Ali Hazelwood release. So this is called Not in Love, and this is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. I had been seeing this on some different vlogs. I don't know if the metallic cover is exclusive to Barnes. I'm just gonna tell myself that it is, because otherwise I didn't need to get it at Barnes. I also just wanna read it, and so I'm excited for that. And there's a little like illustration right inside the cover as well, which I don't know if that's what's exclusive. Basically the main characters in this book are Rue and Eli, and Rue has a successful career as a biotech engineer at a place called Klein, which is a startup in the field of food science, and Eli and his business partners want to buy her startup. And Eli's apparently just like obsessed with Rue. That should be an interesting dynamic. We'll see how that goes. I'm excited for this. I like the premise. I think the only other Ali Hazelwood I've read is The Love Hypothesis. So, okay, and then the last book that I got from Barnes is This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. I'm really excited about this one. This one's definitely on my June TBR. This one I might even read next after I finish Darling Girls. It's kind of a best friend's brother trope with, I'm pretty sure it'll have alternating timelines because Carly Fortune's other 2 books, Every Summer After and Meet Me at the Lake, both have alternating timelines, and I'm pretty sure I've heard that this does too. I really liked Every Summer After, and then I didn't really like Meet Me at the Lake, and I've heard really good things about this from people who kind of had mixed reviews of her first 2 books. So I am optimistic going into this one that it'll be really good, and it's just such a beautiful cover, and I just thought it would be a great summer read. So those are all of the books that I picked up at Barnes. Let's put them on the shelf. I'm so excited to add Powerless to the fantasy shelf, and then we'll add Reckless once it comes out too. We're gonna put these 2 on my TBR shelf, which is this one. And then Summer of Broken Rules will go on my romance shelf. And where do we put Jurassic Park? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end, comment down below what your favorite book of this year so far has been, because I would love to know. I also just want to give a quick shout out to the elephant in the room, which is that I haven't really posted on this channel in like 3.5 years. Basically, for anyone who's been following me for a long time who wanted a little bit of an update, there's not too much to update you guys on. I feel like I just really wanted to take a break personally for a lot of reasons. I think graduating and getting a full-time job with Coca-Cola was a big transition in my life, and I think more and more I was realizing I just wanted to have a season of a little bit more like privacy, focusing on spending time with friends and family, not stressing about needing to capture every moment on camera, and just focusing on my corporate career as it was taking off. Also focusing on settling into Atlanta. I moved to Atlanta, and I also started dating my boyfriend Anders, so it was just a big time of change, and I think I was really enjoying kind of freeing myself of the responsibility of YouTube. And I think for me, when it ever felt like work, I knew I needed to take a break. And so I know it has been a very long break, and I just want to say thank you to anyone who is still here supporting me. I'm going to try to be posting a little bit more frequently, specifically probably around more bookish topics, because that is one of my biggest hobbies right now. But I'm still happy to give glimpses of my life through some of these vlogs. I just don't want to do like day in the life and week in the life vlogs quite like I used to, just because those tend to kind of overwhelm me, and I think having a focus in my vlogs is really helpful for me. With that being said, I think that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye everyone.